Good afternoon. Welcome back to The Siege, or good morning, good evening, and welcome back, folks. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday, and I do. Let me switch to the live here while I'm saying that. Yes, 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 yes. It's all live. I clicked the button. Yeah, I have to celebrate myself for that. You know, that's what streamers do, really. It's like we're clicking buttons and we are like, man, I could work a company. I should probably make a YouTube video about how much I could run a company into the ground. Successfully make it an IPO. EPO, IPO, EPO, IPO, a hippo. I want a hippo. No, actually, I don't. I don't want to have a hippo. Hippos are very deadly. I do not want to have a hippo. It's I think they are few animals I want to stay as far away as possible in this world, and that is definitely a hippo. Yeah. Yeah. Don't want that. But but let's talk about what we are doing today. Well, actually, we are playing more Going Medieval, and we will do that pretty quickly. I want to play more. It's kind of weird, you know, like even with the problems all this game has, and they're seems like they're finally starting to fix things. Um, I still enjoy the game immensely. Is that weird? It's weird, right? Yeah, I can't even explain it right. Um, but tomorrow we are starting to go back to Timberborn. If if Jazz hands? um, if I'm not getting an invite to the Legend of California, which I will be very honest here with you, I don't think I would get an invite. I just watched the other 10-hour live stream they apparently had, and they basically said they want like 200 concurrent players online on Steam. That's how they invite. So that will probably be 1,000 people. And I know that already tens of thousands have signed up for it. So, you know, I do not expect anything. So, yeah, probably Timberborn tomorrow. And then on Friday, we will probably continue that. I say that, but on Friday, we might do a mix thing, a bit of Timberborn, and then we are switching over to another playtest. Wow, playtests much, huh? Yeah. For Ormod Directive. Yes, this is another survival game I want to check out. Um, it's with a lot of robots, lots of robots, lots of murder. Yes. Um, but we will see on Friday. I will let you know on Friday. Definitely tomorrow, Timberborn. If I'm not getting an invite to the Legend of California, which I'm 99% sure I will not get. So, you know, you know. Yeah. Uh, what else? Oh yeah. Starting next week, April. I might actually start Lies of P. Like, I've been looking at my lists, and my lists have been, at least for live streaming, have been bloody empty, to say the least. Like maybe at the beginning of the week we check out um a few other things, but I'm looking at my release list here right now, and damn, it's a pretty dead month. It's a pretty dead month. There is Soul Mask, but I will be honest, I'm not sure if I will play Soul Mask. Especially, I am not 100% happy with them releasing a DLC on day one. Like, I think Soul Mask Early Access was alright, but the problem was, let's be real, it was a nice concept. Like, it was a good concept and a good idea, but I might have to check out 1.0, see what they have improved. So to basically release like a full-blown DLC with the 1.0 release on day one, um doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right to me. Good morning, Sagra. Hello, hello, hello. The problem I have with that is, so you were telling me that you worked hard on early access, but you had also the time to literally work on a whole new area, a whole new design. Like, for everyone who doesn't know what the Soul Mask DLC is, let me run that in the background. It's Egypt. And from what we have seen, they're bringing flying to the game, they're bringing ships to the game, they're bringing flying ships, they bring so much to the game. And it's like, how did you work on that? But you also did work clearly on the early access version, right? And I'm getting the feeling, yeah, you probably just took a lot of like early access stuff, which was supposed to be there, and decided, nah, we can ask money for that again. Let me clean my nose very quickly. Like I'm getting some Arc vibes from it. You know, I'm getting I'm getting the feeling of Arc from it. That they are like, hey, remember when we had DLC in early access? It's like, yeah, you're doing it by the way again because the new Arc, right, is still in early access and you are still selling DLC. And I'm always like, so we will see. We will see. Day one DLC is so bad. Yeah, it is. It gives you a very bad feeling. Like scummy. Just makes you look scummy. And I will be honest, I have enough publishers, developers out there who do scummy shit. And I don't personally, I don't need support. I don't need to support another one. So yeah, just meh. Just meh. So, yeah, that's that. What else? Do we have anything else before we are jumping into gaming news? Oh, really? I don't really have much. There will be a there will be there will be there will be a video tomorrow for the Mole Under Management channel. I haven't decided which of the two videos yet. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, there's a chance that one of the two videos. Why not both? Because no. No, you get that later. All right. But with that said, let's talk about some gaming news and then play some freaking games. How about that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, let's do it. Let's do it. What do we start with? Let's start with the. Does it mean anything? No, but it's still important to note. Um, four Nacon subsidiaries file for insolvency. Spiders, Kyloton, Cyanide, and Nacon Tech are now in the reorganization proceeding, which, let's be honest here, this was to be expected. I will be completely honest. The reason for that is Nacon has filed for insolvency a few weeks ago, and yeah, the subsidiaries are now following suit. It's pretty normal. Of course, it is rather interesting that Spider just had a game coming out, and you would kind of assume that maybe the same goes for Cyanide. They just released Sticks a few weeks ago, and it becomes clear that those games probably didn't make the money. Yep. But the new Greedfall is out, and from what we heard, for the $50 they're asking, um, They kind of, from what I heard, I haven't watched it or played it, but I heard that they kind of did go with the Dragon Age Origins game system, and a lot of people basically said, "Why didn't you make it just turn-based at that point?" Because most people play it like that anyways, and you could have probably just done that, but they decided not to, and yeah. But yeah, the game probably didn't probably didn't sell enough. I mean, the game doesn't even have 1,000 reviews on. No, actually, it has 1,000 reviews on Steam, but yeah, that's not really uh, enough. But yeah, so they have all now failed for insolvency, and we will see how that continues to go. But keep in mind that this will now take a while, and they are trying to find new investors. They are trying to turn this around, yada yada yada. So it can take a bit. Speaking about money, closing down things, and probably not being too happy right now, let's talk about Sony. Because Sony has announced that they are closing another first party studio, in this case, Dark Outlaw. The developer was founded by Jason Blundell, who previously worked on a lot of the Call of Duty games and was founded in March 2025. So the whole thing was a year old, and now Sony shut it down. They were working on an undisclosed project and probably another live service game. But the reason for that is that apparently Sony is working on several strategic adjustments to support long term sustainability. As part of this process, there were limited workforce reductions across select teams. Blah, blah, blah. Greatly appreciate. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So, yeah, that thing is also gone. Speaking of which, and the reason for that might be actually Marathon. So Marathon did sell all right. First estimates show it at 1.5 million sold units in 3 weeks. Now that might be good for a lot of games out there. For And 70% of those sales were apparently on Steam, funny enough. Like, it wasn't the big PlayStation hit. And keep in mind, again, there might be a good number, but for a studio which did cost 3.6 billion US dollars, that might have been not enough. Yeah. Like, again, if you were paying that much money for Bungie and you were expecting a big payoff because somebody told you, yeah, $3.6 billion, we will make that back in a week. And then it turns out you probably won't even make that back in a few years, then there's a problem. There is a problem. So, especially, and I said this before, right? Arc Raiders existing and doing well still. They haven't really lost a lot of players. They're still sitting around similar numbers. And probably a lot of people will come back when the new content drops. While Marathon is um, not doing so great. How many players do they have right now on Steam? Especially when they had like 70% of them. Where are they? Oh my god, where are they? thought that would be. Ow. Yeah. 17,000 people are online right now. I mean, that's still enough to fill a lot of lobbies, so not too big of a deal. But yeah, 17K, it's going up to 42K. But that's like what? Half your player base, more or less, being gone since the release. And Arc Raiders still being pretty much at the same player base. They have lost, but not as crazy as like, yeah, yeah, that's phew. Oh boy. Sony definitely has to do the work. And I'm really curious to see where Sony is going with this. Like, I don't know. Like, in general, Sony looks a little bit lost to me. Like, they are successful, right? Let's face it. They are successful with PlayStation 5. They're making money. This is not Sony being on their last leg or anything. If I made it sound like that, that was not my intention. To make this very clear. Like, Sony is doing fine, right? But if you're looking a little bit at PlayStation in particular, and you're trying to figure out what the heck is going on there, they had a strategy, right? Live service games, lots of live service games, and also releasing games years later on the PC, and then being surprised that that didn't really work, and then also live service games not really working. It seems like they're changing their approach again. So, yeah, we will see. But right now, they feel a bit lost. Especially also, oh God, I'm saying especially so often. Why am I saying especially so often? Especially, by the way, chat, you are especially cute today. Just saying. Yeah. Um, but no, serious matter here. Sony has this stronghold right now in the gaming industry and definitely in the console market. Like I know Nintendo Switch exists, yada 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 yada. But in general speaking, PlayStation 5 is doing just fine. It's holding strong. Great. Right. But you get the feeling that Sony couldn't really leverage that. They tried, but they couldn't fully use it. Like, I will be honest, without third party, without third party, PlayStation would have been lost this era. Which is fine. Which is fine, right? But it's like you would have kind of expected that Sony is really using this golden age to cement their standing even more. And they haven't really done that. They've also done a lot of scummy shit to the communities. So, on a purely we love PlayStation scale, they're not doing so great. Hey, Zion, how are you doing today? Hello, hello, hello. How am I doing? Better. My nose is still meh. I'm still fighting my nose. Um, but doing better. Yeah, doing better. And now I'm definitely sure I had a cold, like a weird just running the nose cold. The rest of my body was pretty unaffected, even though yesterday in the evening, I felt a bit like, so I did go to bed on time, and now I feel great. Well, besides of the nose. That's just annoying. I'm doing great. How are you doing, man? But yeah, so PlayStation seems a bit lost for me this generation. Not as lost as Xbox, but Xbox problems are an entirely different discussion. Like they are out there, and that is a very different discussion. They have very different problems. So yeah, I'm curious what PlayStation will do here. But um let's talk about the biggest news which we had yesterday. No, I'm not talking about OpenAI shutting down Sora. Um, Not my area of expertise. I have my thoughts on it. You know my thoughts. Um, cool. No, I talk about the biggest news we kind of talked about yesterday a little bit on stream when I came back from the break, but not everyone was there. Not everyone noticed. Not everyone like listens or watches. Things. So let's talk about Epic Games. If you have missed it, Epic Games has unfortunately announced that they are laying off another 1,000 people. Yep. Which will um they have also apparently identified another 500 million cost saving in contracting, marketing, and closing some open roles. Puts us more in a stable place. Comment. If you want to see, beware, it's white. Um, yeah, white background. Horrible. Uh, um, but yeah, they have laid off over 1,000 people. They apparently also laid off quite a bit of people in leadership roles around Fortnite in particular. And like, what was it? The lead narrative artist and the lead environment artist. I think they are both gone and they will not be replaced. Apparently, you don't need those people. And yeah, they're blaming this mostly on Fortnite, which, like, don't get me wrong, I said it also yesterday. We know how much money Epic makes. They're a publicly traded company. Their numbers are out there. I actually looked them up. They're projected to make what this year? 6.2 billion US dollars. And when I read that they have to put themselves in a more stable place, what they mean by that is more stable for shareholders. The company is doing fine. And let's not forget, they are blaming this mostly here on Fortnite, that Fortnite is not growing anymore, which is to be expected. But Epic, I know you forget that sometimes, but you're not just a Fortnite company. You are the Unreal Engine company. Like, what, 75, 70% of all the games, 80% of all the AAA games are running your engine in particular? And you, as far as I'm aware, you're getting paid for that handsomely. Like, you were taking cuts of all those sold games out there. So to pretend like, oh yeah, Fortnite is our only moneymaker, and it's like, what? Let me clean my nose. Yeah, I tell you. But no, it's like it's kind of weird that they make it look like that. Now, this is probably where they removed most of the workers. It's kind of crazy that they would have over 1,000 people working in Fortnite. But then again, Fortnite was also for a while their metaverse experience, where some executives on the internet had like the wet dream of creating another internet and they could own a piece of that internet, which thankfully crashed and burned till they now found a new play toy, which is AI. And yeah, yeah. So, eh. But yeah, sucks for the 1,000 people who are losing their job. And I know people are like, oh, but they get severance packages. It still sucks. It still sucks. Like, being on the job market is especially in the last few years, it didn't get better. It didn't get better, especially in the gaming industry where firing was more apparent than hiring. Like, yeah, freaking sucks. Video game industry, by the way, folks. People are wondering how it comes that I'm in my 30s and I have gray hair everywhere. The answer is video game industry. Yep. I got my first gray hairs with the end of 20. Remember that, folks, when you want to work in the gaming industry. Huh? The settlers worked hard to fend them off. Right. Reminds me of the meme of The Office. He's shaking the hand and just doesn't know for what he did. It's basically the same thing here with the settlers who worked hard to fend off the feral mutts. I never did any of the sort. Right. So. Right, right, right. Um. Oh yeah, we finally got our workshop. And oh, winter clothes is flimsy. Yeah. Not enough resources. We should have enough resources. I really, man, when I start to build my castle, wow. Yeah, okay, I see, maybe I see the problem here. Can I set something up? No. It might be full. Ooh. Oh, that's a problem. We need a bigger storage. Okay. Whoa, what is that? Metal graded platform? Ooh. Wicked. Rain and snow. Definitely want a bigger warehouse here. Maybe I should, like as I said, when we are moving everything over to the castle. Ugh. When we are moving everything over to the castle, also, didn't I want to get like... Man! Yeah, reinforced doors. Heck yeah, man. Let's get those reinforced doors in. And then let's start building here. Oh, this is a clay brick floor. Ooh. Ooh. Settlers are exhausted. Yeah, they are always exhausted. We'll see how this goes, and if it holds. Oh, stability 2, stability 3. Yeah, we might have to... We might have to come up with something here. Hmm. Maybe this is not enough. Let's see. I don't want to overdo the building, because it's clear... Ah, shit. Give me a second. And we got an achievement for surviving a year. Fantastic. So, what else do we need here? Oh yeah, the infirmary bed is the next thing I would... Well, do I? Do I want to get, like, fermenting? Beekeeping? Maybe preserving food would be nice. Decisions. Decisions. Hmm. It's spring! Finally. Wood wall? How much wood do we have? Eh. Eh. How much clay do we have? 40? Oh shoot, we need more clay. No. Commodore is fine. Oh. Oh. It's too long. Giggity. We will see. Um. Oh, this is supposed to do this till we have 40. Let's do 100. 105. Fantastic. And we need clay. Oh, we definitely. Yeah, we have to close this. Now that it gets cold, we have to close this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. What did I research? Nothing. Let's do preserving food. We're getting into the time again where preserving food seems to be like happening anyways. Smokehouse. That's definitely happening outside. Shelves. Bada boom, bada boom. And a smokehouse. Oh, can I build that here? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Now we need some clay. I just realized that we are a little bit low on the clay side. Which also had to do with me not seeing the clay on the ground. Right. There was that shit. Man, we have a lot of trees. Let me put down another... Where is it? Throw. Yeah. Let's have another one. Finally. Spring. Yeah, we are running a little bit out of clay. I see that. We changed the look of this, by the way. Where was clay? I know that there was like a big clay area. Just don't know where. Man. Yeah, sorry for that. That you cannot see resources up here is so annoying. Stirred. There was some clay. Where was it? Clay. Oh, it's just one. There's some clay here. Yeah, I cannot really... Okay, there's some clay here. It's 10 degrees outside. Could the snow disappear a little bit faster, please? Please? I can't believe that, again, that you cannot make resources visible, that you have to hover over them, and that you have no way of, like, pinpointing them quickly. I must be missing something. I I cannot believe that the game is meant like that. I have to believe that I am just, the idiot. You know? Please tell me I'm the problem. Please. There's probably a mod for that. Wait, is there? Okay, now I have to check. Is there a mod for that in the workshop? If so, I want that. Uh... No? Let me see. Mm. No? Looks bad. Yeah, I'm looking at the, by the way, let me show you that. You're very much the problem. Thank you, Sakura. At least somebody understands. Um, Fucking AI picture. Hmm. Mm. Yeah. Maybe I can find it under. Let me see. Anything resources? Hmm. I don't really what to look for. Map type flat. Fantastic. F2. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think that exists. Oh, well. Oh, well. What can you do? That sucks. That really, really sucks. Alright. It is what it is, I guess. Now we have to wait till we can see the clay. I know that there was some clay here, but... meh. Meh. Do we have... how much limestone do we have left? Oh no, we still have enough. Ah! Somebody's working at the doors. Good, good, good. Oh, that could be some clay. Yeah, that is clay. Give me that. See, I was looking for that. Kibosh is coming back. I mean, we had enough food, so it wasn't too bad. Ah. What is this? Oh, wood traps. Mechanical components. I think we need a blacksmith for that. I don't have a blacksmith. So... yeah. Don't think that's happening anytime soon. The blacksmith is, though, the next on the list. But we need 30 books for that, so... can I? Okay, I have an idea. No, 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 no. I want the beam to be... ah, because I didn't. Cannot do that because of the door. Can we, like, turn this? Yeah. Because I do work with some heavy stone here, so it would be kind of stupid not to do this. Actually, no. I want that in the middle. For that, I move the door. No, no, no. I want that. Doors are closed. Good. No. Okay, building is nearly done. Go for it. Question. Cut that tree, please. Oh yeah! Wooden well. There was a bit of a problem, right? We didn't really had water here. We would have to dig deeper to get water. I still don't know what we actually need water for. Like, I think it's just to look nice. Let me see. What is the well doing? Apparently nothing. Yeah, there is some groundwater here, which, funny enough, I have found. Oh, can I put the well now right here? I have to remove this area, which is fine. Let's see. Yeah, blacksmithing is the next big thing. Hey, there's all the clay. I wonder... I want to try something. Do that. And then... Not necessarily. Oh. Why does that not work? Interesting. I mean, not really a big deal, but... Huh. Did not thought that would be a problem. Is this not done? I'm so confused sometimes. Like, you clearly worked on this, and then you decided, you know what, bro? Thinking about it, nah. Weird. Oh yeah, let me double speed this, by the way. Sorry. Wait, we don't have enough wood? We have enough wood. Just get the wood, man. Giggity. What am I doing with the bones, by the way? Construction material. Huh? Oh, fertilizer. I can use them later for fertilizer. Neat. So that's a thing now. So many trees. Oh, my good winter clothes. Who was our seamstress? Evoter. Okay. Yeah, she just has to get on it. Okay, let me see something. This will not work, right? Yeah, I thought so much. Okay. Let's see how smart I am. Spoiler, he isn't. Okay, what we can do, we can make this the default stockpile. Yoink! And now we can just copy. Bada boom. Bada boom. And now the whole stockpile should be... Didn't work. Fantastic! Copy. It doesn't override? Is that the problem? Ah, you have to do it that way. Okay. 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 Do we have 30? Yeah, we do. Let's do this. Boom. Heck yeah. Oh, it's a workshop item. Huh. Oh boy, it's a big workshop item. I think we can remove this. I don't even know why I put that there. I was so surprised that nobody's working on this. And maybe they have finally fixed the importance of certain things. It was a substantial fix and addition patch today. So I hope for the best. There we go. Good morning. How much clay do we have? Really, bro? Really? That... Why would you... Why would you sit there? We have an amazing, amazing, like, hall. No, he wants to sit on his stupid, and I remove this. Chair in the corner. Maybe he's an introvert. Maybe he's an introvert. Hey! Forever, ever? Let's smoke that delicious meat. Smoke them if you got them. I definitely also want another prison room. Because I think one is not enough. Well, I would like to have a dungeon. Just saying. Why is she not working on this? Oh, because we have 120. That's why. Richard? What are you... Why did you help? You're telling me you have nothing to do in Stewart and Hall? Really? Huh. Okay. Well, who knows? Let's do 200. Oh yeah, what is our next research? Beekeeping? Rocks? Stone carving? Eh. Maybe better wooden weaponry. Or fletching level 2. We will see. There's nothing super duper important right now. Why do I need water? Oh, 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 for fire. Well, I never had a fire, so you know. What even is fire? I don't even know what that is. Okay, who is our woodcutter here? Um, no, that's harvesting. Cut plants. Dunstan and Berthred. Okay. A visitor? Oh my. Oh. The Mr. Bard. Oh, now they're working on it. Neato. Speaking of which, stability 3. Stability 3 is... Oh, stability 2 is not. Yeah, we have to be careful about that. Stability 4 is the best, but 3 is still... A-okay. Hmm. What's the one here? Yeah, I still don't know really, like... I need 2 more levels. Like, 100% 2 more levels. Before I can really, like, make this my little castle for thingy. But before we do this, folks, I will take a bio break. I'll run some ads in the meantime. And then we are continuing this. See you in just a few minutes. Hey folks, I'm back. Um, I am back, but I will be honest here with you. I will end the stream. I'm not in the mindset today, and yeah, I will come back tomorrow with Timberborn, and I will make a review on this game. But as much as I enjoy some aspects of it, even after nearly 5 years of early access, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. It's crazy to say this, but it needs to be fixed. Too many things not working out for me. But yep. With that said, I will come back tomorrow, usual time, with Timberborn, which I am actually looking forward to it because that's a game which is amazing, and we have to play a hard playthrough. I'm really sorry for this. I know we have only streamed for like 1.5 hours at best, very short. I'm truly sorry, but yeah, I just I just don't feel it today. And maybe it's the game. Maybe it's also my nose, which is still like annoying the hell out of me. Um, but nonetheless, I will take my leave. Sorry that I kept you waiting for a break and then do that. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow with Timberborn. Or, well, The Legend of California. But again, I'm not really expecting to get in. So, but with that said, have a good one, folks. Stay safe and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Ka-ching! And sorry again. Really, really sorry about that.